unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Hey everyone, and welcome to a special edition of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I am Lee, and joining me is Tracy.
Hello.
And also joining me is my good friend, our good friend, I should say, Lee Conway.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks, Lee. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
And also joining us is a special guest, Mr. Matt Wakefield. Hi, Matt.
Hi there, you all right?
We will introduce you in a second. This is a special episode about our UK meet that will be happening at the National Emergency Services Museum in Sheffield on September the 26th, that you have no doubt been hearing us harping on about every show for about the last 6 months.
Yes, and plastering all over Facebook.
Yeah, and Twitter.
Yes. In fact, we might just email everybody in the world and then you'll all know about it.
But we thought we would sit down with two guys who are helping us sort it out and go through the schedule for the day and kind of get everyone excited and make you go out and buy your tickets.
Yes.
So, Lee, you are part of Primrose Unknown Project, for those who don't know.
Yes.
Which is I was going to say a small UK scare company, but I think you're getting quite big now.
Oh, we're getting all over at the moment, yeah. So it's, I'm not saying we're getting bigger, but we're getting more notifiable. I think that's a good way of saying it.
Definitely. And Matt, you are, let me, if I get this right, the director for the National Emergency Services Museum?
Yep, that's me.
There we go.
Cool.
Awesome. Right. So, if you haven't heard already, the tickets that we're selling for the event will be split into, there's 3 different, is it 3?
3 levels,
Yeah,
3 tiers.
3 levels. So, there'll be the day event, which is, anyone got the prices to hand? Because I have not.
£10. And he said dollars there.
$10.
So used to dealing in dollars.
There'll be, we'll get into it, but it's £10. There may be a plus on the end of that. Then there'll be just the night portion. Now, I want to stress that night portion is over 18s only.
Yeah.
And then there's the full, that's what, £30, isn't it,
30,
for the
yeah.
night? And then the full day, which is
Everything.
the day and the night,
Yeah.
funnily
Whoa.
enough,
Well, there you go.
will be 35. So,
Yes.
right, let's get into it. So, the event's going to start. It's on September the 26th at the National Emergency Services Museum in Sheffield. So, the event will start at 11 o'clock on the Saturday morning.
Yes.
And basically, you'll get a chance to have a wander around the museum for 5 and a bit hours. And Tracy and I will be there. And Leah, you will be there, will you?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And your good lady as well, I assume.
I'm sure she will be floating around somewhere.
And
I'm
Matt
sure
as well.
There may be others floating around as well.
Yes.
Matt, you'll be there as well, I assume?
I am, yes, yeah, all day. and
Awesome.
night.
Right. So, talk to us about the museum, Matt. What sort of things, for those that haven't been, sell us the museum, Matt.
All right, okay. We're in an old fire, police and ambulance station, so all 3 services combined. Just over 115 years old, the building. And there's literally vehicles and all sorts of bits and bobs, from crime punishment, the RNLI, mountain rescue, fire, police, ambulance, and everything to do with the history of the building itself as well. So, good night.
Cool.
That sounds pretty... I mean, we've been in it, but not had chance to sort of wander around it properly, have we?
We ran around screaming.
So you can run around it normal.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, Tracy and I will be there wandering
Well, I would
around,
hope so.
meeting and greeting, as it actually says in... hopefully. If we're not, just imagine we're there. Lee, you can pretend to be me. We've got the same first name. No one will know.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure I can get some sort of Geordie accent, though I know it's probably not a Geordie accent.
Oh, pardon? I am not a Geordie. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Bloody Lancastrians.
Yeah, we've put in there 11:15. It says meet up with your host Lee and Tracy for a start of a fun-packed, spooky day. Well, we'll be there from 11 o'clock, so we'll just be pottering around and meeting up with people, and we'll be recording some bits and bobs for the podcast during the day. And anyone who's a producers club member that'll be listening will be recording some extra special little bits and bobs to go out as a little special podcast as well. But Tracy, anyone who's wanting to bring kids, I do believe you're putting stuff together to give people.
Yep. Sticky tape, rope, anything to tie your kids up and keep them quiet. No. If anybody wants to bring the kids along, obviously just for the daytime event, kids are more than welcome. But I was going to put together little goodie bags for kids. So if you bring
£35, we'll lock them in the cells, food and water.
Awesome.
Sounds good to me.
Bread and water, not food, not that nice.
Bread and water, okay, bread and dirty water. We'll go
that's perfect. That's what my kids are used to. What I was going to say though is if you are bringing kids along, let me know, because I wouldn't like to not have enough goodie bags to go around.
I'm going to set up an email list actually so we can keep everyone up to date with what's going on.
Brilliant.
Matt, as far as the museum goes, how is parking and stuff for people? Because I know sort of people have already mentioned it. I know we had a bit of a chew getting parked near it last time.
That's only because we're useless with directions.
The best thing to do, literally, when you come into Sheffield, just follow the brown signs for Cathedral Quarter, and we're right in the heart of Cathedral Quarter, so it'll take you to our front door. And then there's a load of council car parks around us and paint display meters and things on the road. So
okay, so
a lot of parking around us.
As a tight northerner, there's nowhere free then.
No.
Good to know.
Bugger, I'm not coming now then.
If you dodge the traffic wardens, there's a lot of places for free.
All right. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's going to take us to 4:30, just wandering around the museum and stuff and what have you. I love the way that says, with around 35 vehicles on site, 3 floors of exhibits to explore, discover and learn, including real Victorian police cells, including the smells.
Oh yeah, smells and all around.
Awesome. We will then be holding a live meat podcast. A meat podcast, that's what that says. It won't be about meat, it will be about Universal, but kind of. Lee will be there and we'll try and... I'm actually stressing over what the hell that's going to be at the moment because it needs to be kind of interactive.
Just like to point out, that doesn't actually say podcast.
It says podcast. Lee?
That's now I know what a po is. We are not talking about toilets and potties.
Yeah, I might have just typed it, but I think somebody sent it through there. I just copied and pasted. I will change that.
Okay. I'm surprised no one's pointed out.
I did.
Yeah, I've been before now. That website's been up for ages. For anyone who wants to follow along, by the way, the website is uuophh2015.moonfruit.com.
Yes.
So at 4:30 we will do the live podcast.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, no idea what that's going to be quite as of the moment, but we will see. Then...
Do you know what we should be doing later? A dead podcast.
Bum-bum-bum-ch.
I'm not kidding.
No, I know. After that, now this is if you just come into the day, the next one is an optional thing. Is a ghost walk of Sheffield with Steel City Tours. Now, Lee, this was your suggestion. It's £5 pay on the day. Is that right, Lee?
It is, yes.
Unless you've paid for the night do and the full day includes that, but the day one doesn't.
That's correct, yeah.
Yes.
But if you're coming to the day, you can, if you decided at the time, oh, well, I fancy doing that, you can pay and come on that
and then,
at the time.
End your day with a ghost tour.
So, Lee, sell us Steel City Tours.
Yeah, well, the main thing straight away is that the money goes straight to the guy that does it. So, So as you say, if anybody wants to come on the day and then just decide at the last minute that they want to go round, they can. It can be up into all ages, of course, and what the guy does is he just takes you around Sheffield and really just tells you little history stories of the places as you walk around. Anybody can sort of find him on. He's got his own website called steelcityghosttours.co.uk. He's been around for 10, 12 years. Me and Sarah first dropped across him around about 4 years ago now and went on one of his tours, and we've been on a few more since then. He's very, very good. He really knows how to hold an audience. I don't know. Have you used him at the museum before, Matt?
He's been lurking around quite a bit, yeah. No, he is a decent guy and really does tell the story of Sheffield absolutely to a T.
Cool.
Really theatrical as well with it.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. Yeah, I think everybody that goes for £5 for... So I think sometimes they last up to 2 hours. And so for £5, it's such a... It's an added bonus if you've just gone to the day, and it's just really a start of the sort of like a taster for the night stuff if you're just coming for the night one.
Yeah.
Everybody will really enjoy it because, as I said, we've done a couple of the tours and there's some absolutely fantastic stories he tells. All true, by the way, he says as well.
Oh, that's
Can I ask a question? I'm starting on the website now. Has he been on a ghost program on TV or something? Because I know him.
I don't know, to be honest. I've not seen him on a ghost program, but that's not to say he hasn't.
Because there's hundreds of them.
No, but I know him, and I can't place where. Maybe it's a different life.
I would say you probably know him from Sheffield.
Oh yes, I'm always in Sheffield.
Yeah, or that website you've just looked at.
Maybe, yeah.
But £5 for a ghost walk's pretty good. I mean, we've been up to Edinburgh and done them there and paid a lot more, and not necessarily been that good either. So,
yeah, I mean, we will still have to check, but we're just looking at his website now, and it just say under 13s is only £2.50, by the way, as well.
Oh, that's brilliant. Even better.
So we can just double check that, but I would think that, yeah, if that's what he charges, that's what he charges. But it is well worth it. I think it'll be just sort of a very good taster for the night.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, as I said, the night portion will start at 4:30 with a live podcast and then go into the ghost walk, which is a little precursor for what we've got for the rest of it, which is where it now becomes... Are we going from the night dues all over 18s only? Yep, yes. Right. So, at 7:30... we will get access to EVAC.
Oh, I can't wait.
Which is I'm gonna say it, the award-winning maze, the Scar award-winning maze. That is
ooh with that as well.
What was that? Sorry, Matt.
Do we get an ooh with that as well?
Ooh.
Or a fanfare even.
I can see if I can pull one out. A fanfare, do you? We've done this once and it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lee, this maze is open on that night anyway, isn't it? Not just necessarily for us, or is this just open for us this night?
No, it's open to the general public as well that night as well.
So, but as long as, like, in between other people going in, we'll get access to it at other times, like, throughout that 2 hours. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Go on, Lee, tell us a bit about EVAC, get people excited, because we're sort of, at this point, Halloween Horror Nights will have been going on nearly 2 weeks, and we won't have gone out, so people getting excited for going out to Horror Nights. I think this is a bit of an appetite wetter for it.
Well, just a little bit about the backstory to EVAC is that me and Matt actually sat down at the museum, and we wanted to come up with an attraction last year that had to be turned round from the normal... museum to a scare attraction within a very, very short space of time. So we walked around and sort of got a route and then decided that we could actually use the natural feel of the museum by just doing nothing much, by sort of putting lots of actors in, putting lights in and different effects, and then letting everybody sort of just go through the museum as much as they've been through the daytime. So that's where it started. The backstory to EVAC is that there's tunnels underneath Sheffield. These tunnels have been there for years. Matt will probably be able to elaborate a little bit more on the tunnels of Sheffield. But we came up with an idea that a lot of these tunnels have been filled in and destroyed. We thought we'd found out why they'd been filled in and destroyed, and that was down to the fact is that there was a race of shapeshifters that actually lived inside the tunnels. Mm-hmm. So there was lots of places around Sheffield where there was access to the tunnels, but as Sheffield has expanded, the tunnels have been destroyed. Now there's only one left. There's only one place left that we know that these tunnels actually exist, and that is partly underneath the museum. Now, we're not the only ones that know this. There's a secret society that know that, and they were there to really just stop these shapeshifters actually coming back up. They've been very good now that over the years they've actually managed to pin them down to the museum. So in the daytime, when you're walking around the museum, there'll be a lot of staff, but we're not 100% sure if any of these staff are the shapeshifters. But then at night time when the museum shuts, then the shapeshifters start to come out of like little places and little tunnels. The tunnels are actually there. We've actually, these holes inside the museum that Matt actually filled in for us, lovely.
All right, not directly. I think it was something to do with the PlusNet broadband, to be honest. Not naming names, of course.
And I walked in one day and I went, what we're going to do is the shapeshifters are going to come out this tunnel, and then went, where's my tunnel? And so the people that actually come to evac are then going to walk around the museum and then meet these people. Some will be just normal people, of course, but some will be shapeshifters. It's just that the way it's all set out is that you'll not really know which are friends and which are foe. It's for you to find that out.
And it's awesome. It's awesome.
It really is.
I love it.
It's a very, very easy concept that we came up with, and we were just so proud of it. And I think sort of Sarah has to take a lot of credit for this, and sort of and Matt and Josh as well, because I sort of put the sort of the idea and the creative side to it within a very short space of time, but because it was on at the exactly same time as Woolly Edge across at Wakefield, is that I'm really excited this time because I never got to see that when it won an award.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, which was so strange when it actually won an award, not to have actually seen an attraction that you sort of did the creative side to. So I'm as excited as your lot to actually physically see it. There will, of course, be sort of mutations and changes, which we're looking at with Matt and Josh at the moment. And I know that Brett's looking at some projections. So we are actually looking at sort of improving it. And sort of they will, and I can guarantee this, there will be lots more creatures in there this year.
Nice.
Awesome.
Matt, tell us more about these tunnels.
The tunnels, literally, no one really knows why they were created, but the first set of tunnels under Sheffield were from the old original Sheffield Castle. And obviously, at the minute, they're just knocking all the old markets down and actually digging the castles back up again. So for anybody that doesn't know what Sheffield Castle is, it was literally the country's largest castle ever to be built in this country. Nice. And majority of it is still under the streets of Sheffield. So the council's digging a lot of that back up again. But World War II, they actually knocked a lot of cellars together and made underground air raid shelters, so to speak, and in theory, little rat runs in between the old police stations. And that's what's still existing in our building.
Cool.
Wow.
So, but there's stories there. There's nothing physically in hard evidence when you go into the archives, apart from you can get little hints of it, but there's nothing directly about them. It's just they are physically there, and the people's stories of the war and everything are there with them as well. So, really interesting. Really
Very.
Yeah. Wow.
We need some of our American listeners to come over because they love all this history stuff.
Yes.
It's not that much. I know Darren priced up coming over. It was only like $1,000 for his flight, so it wasn't that much.
Oh, that dedicated.
Yeah. I think that when we did evac last year, we wanted to take something that was real and then just put our little sort of twist on it, which is, the idea were perfect at that time, and we just seemed to have lots of different things that happen around Sheffield that just worked as distractions to take everybody away from the museum. We were very lucky. Well, in ways we were lucky, in some ways we're not. That we had obviously the Tour de France came through Sheffield, which took everybody out of the city, which helped the people then sort of start to concentrate on the museum. We even down to the fact is there were a bomb scare sort of like 2-3 weeks before we opened on evac, which shut off
the museum.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Which actually shut off all the area, that was the final chance that they had of getting the shapeshifters out of the building, but they didn't do it, and they'll still not do it.
Well, not if you can't find them all.
I'm not going to spoil it for anyone coming, but you go through in really small groups is what I love about it.
Yeah,
a lot of our listeners will be used to the conga lines that Halloween Horror Nights is, whereas the stuff you do is a lot more intimate. I mean, we went through just the four of us, and I think that makes it so much better. And the fact there's a little bit of a twist at the end as well was awesome.
Yes.
So
I just want to say that I'm not normally a squealy, screamy girl. I basically stepped into evac, and in about 3 seconds, my first scream had happened. Pretty cool. Yeah.
We are looking. I mean,
I'm not saying anymore.
Going forward, we are looking at ways of obviously making it different.
Mm-hmm.
So people that went through last year,
yeah,
when they do come back this year, there will be things that are the similar and are the same, but there will be lots of things that is different as well. That we're looking at this. The beginning will be slightly different. There will be a different twist at the end again, I'm sure.
Cool. Awesome. Right, for how much I love evac, this next portion of the night is the bit I am looking forward to the most.
Oh, yes.
Because I will still say, hands down, this is the best scare maze I have ever done, and that is the pit.
Yeah, I mean, this is coming back just for you, Lee. I mean, we've just found out by doing it at HorrorCon that in theory you could do the pit anywhere as long as you've got the preparation time and the area that you can work it with. The area is going to be very tight and very small. Again, me and Matt walked all the way around the museum to try and find a place where we could do it, and I think we found an absolutely brilliant place, haven't we, Matt? I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Matt, I have to ask, have you been through the pit?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah,
Did
I was trying to think then whether. Yeah, I was trying to think then. It's not normally something I would do completely on my own. So I'm sure Lee will agree that I do squeal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm a great big scaredy cat, but yeah, I did go through it, and it was an experience and fantastic, genuinely fantastic.
It is. It's stunning in its simplicity.
It is.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for how simple it is, it's so impacting. As in a million times more than the theme. You can go to place and the theming is absolutely fantastic, but that is just so basic, but so more impacting than anything else.
Absolutely. I don't want to say too much about it because I love it. Yeah. And I have been told by Brett that it will be changing from the last time we did it as well, Lee.
Yeah, because of restrictions and because of the area that we'll be able to work through it in the museum, it will be slightly different. There will be sort of different elements. But then there was when we went to HorrorCon, because we had exactly the same problem that we had to sort of build it within a day and we could just build it with sort of very sort of tight limitations to what we could actually put into the HorrorCon. So, and we got absolutely stunning reviews come out of it in the end. But I think, as everybody said, the glory of the pit is in the simplicity of the pit. That, you know, I think that you could sort of put it on in your own back garden.
Yeah.
And if you got it right, it would still have the same effect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I completely agree.
We were really lucky that we actually had 2 or 3 other scare attraction companies come to HorrorCon and asked that if they could sort of have a quick look backstage just to look how it were made. And then they were just astonished by the simplicity. We even had one group from the Wirralls coming away just saying, can we just pinch little bits of your elements to actually put into our attraction, because they realised it was so simple but so effective. I am really looking forward to putting this very, it won't be a big attraction of the pit, but what we've got, I think that the area that we're looking at doing it will pack a big punch.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's the thing. It's like I went through it first because Tracy and the kids were
you're
like,
my guinea pig.
I'm not sure whether I want to do
stupid.
this.
Why do you think you did?
So I went through it first, and I just came out. I was the only word I can use. I was buzzing, and I said to you, I said, "Look,
you told me I wouldn't do it.
I didn't think you would do it." And I went through behind Tracy, and just to see it from the other side was it's just like, that's not what I've just walked through.
Yeah, you went through behind me.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was just so shocked at what it was, and what I mentally went through wasn't what I physically saw.
No,
where it's possible on the night as well, that for the people that are obviously coming to Haunted Hangout, that we will be able to try and explain to you how simple it is, and maybe look at some little backstage access for when the friends are going through, just to show how simple it is.
Awesome. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, that leads us on to the next bit, which will be, we'll have access to the pit for an hour. So I can see me doing it about 20 times.
If there's time for
I'll
you
be
to do it,
barging other people out the way. Get out.
We have guests, dear.
And we're going to do a Q&A session with the creative team, which Matt will be there and Lee will be there. Who else can we expect, Lee? Sarah
will be there, Brett will be there,
cool.
Josh will be there. In fact, the full team of us of PUP will be there on the night. So if there's any sort of questions, I'm sure technical-wise, Josh will be able to answer them questions along with Brett. He's looking at now doing projections, which is way above what I do. I just scribble things on paper and give it them and just say, this is what I think will be good.
Awesome.
So I think between us all, we can sort of sit around, answer any questions that we've got.
Lovely.
So it'll be quite fun.
I think that'll be really good. I think people will get a big kick out of that. To be able to sit down with the creators of a haunted attraction and pick the brains and ask all those questions that people don't usually get to ask, because like I say, a lot of our listeners' experience of haunt attractions will be Halloween Horror Nights, and the people that put that on are so far out of reach for the average person that you don't get that chance.
But as much
really.
fun as it is, Halloween Horror Nights is actually a very impersonal event.
It is, of course it is. It has to be because of how popular it is, and that's why I think
we found even this weekend at HorrorCon that there were lots of people that we talked to that that actually still thought that scare attractions stopped with theme parks. With Alton Towers and Thorpe Park, and then abroad definitely with the likes of Universal. So even them, that the amount of people that actually went through the pit that just sort of said, we didn't realise this existed over here. That the small attractions, it were always going to be the big attractions or the bigger groups within the scare attraction industry. So I think that the people that are coming, that I've centred around Universal, it'll be sort of like a really big culture shock to them to actually see another side of the business.
It is. I mean, we said to you, Lee, that until we got to know you and Sarah, we thought that the scare industry in this country was tiny, and it's huge.
Well, as you know now, from obviously going to ScareCon, that it's such a big expanding business that we're just really at the start of it.
Yeah,
and it's getting bigger and bigger all the time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It needs to expand more into the north.
You beat me to it. I was just going to say the same thing.
Well, I mean, it will do eventually, because I mean they are starting to pick up and all the way around the country. So there's no reason why they shouldn't sort of start to look at that. I know we've already started to look at that area.
We've always said there's. Have you heard of the Forbidden Corner?
I love the Forbidden Corner. It's one of my little sort of magical treats.
To turn that into a more adult horror, like sort of scare attraction on a night, I think would take next to nothing.
It's true.
And it would be stunning.
Actually, all it takes is darkness, because that place is creepy enough.
Put a few actors around
some places
smoke.
in there that is absolutely frightening.
Yeah.
I love Forbidden Corner. We've only been once, and we heard off numerous people how good it was. And then we went, and I was just in awe of how something so small can be just so magical. It's a beautiful place that if anybody's never been, it's an essential place that everybody in this country should visit for a day out. It's awesome.
We've only ever been once. We always keep saying we'd go back.
Yeah,
but I think
we do need to go back.
Like Beamish, I think it'd be a great place to put a scare.
I do.
Like
totally agree.
A haunted attraction, like a whole. You've got that whole area. You've got the town and like the different areas to be able to do stuff in as well.
Mm-hmm. Look, done right, our backyard would be a good venue.
It's too small. Right.
If you do it right.
Let's wrap this up. So after that Q&A session, Tracy's favourite part.
I can't wait for this. From 11 o'clock, we will be doing a paranormal investigation.
Now, Matt, I'm gonna put this one to Matt. Matt, we know from what Sarah told us the last time we were there that the museum is a very haunted building.
Can I just say, I know.
All right,
from personal experience in there.
Yeah, so we've got. We say to people we've got like 6 or 7 ghosts, permanent ghosts, but every single ghost group that actually comes into the museum always walks out saying you've got like 20 odd ghosts in here, and they really do pick up on hell of a lot. And it is a weird place on a night time, especially.
Yeah.
What experiences have you ever had there then, Matt?
To be honest, table tipping and things like that, they are the main.
Excellent.
Ouija boards and table tipping. The guys that are doing doing the actual ghost hunt on the night they're stunning. They're absolutely amazing with what they do. And they really, 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 really get you guys involved yourself.
Awesome.
Good.
But with the table tipping side of it and things, when you're round a table and you've got people round there that you trust, because them as a group will step back. They'll get everything going for you, but they will literally step back. And to be honest, they're only like literally IKEA tables.
Yeah.
And seriously, I turned around once and said, you've got to be buying like an animatronic table or something to do this. And I literally got took to IKEA, bought a table, went straight back. That night did a ghost hunt, and I think there was myself, my dad, and a couple of other people from the actual museum that I know really, really well, and we all trust each other. And the table's still going around the room.
Oh my God.
So to me, things like that, and same as planchettes and things, where obviously you put a pen in your own hand, and the feeling of your hand moving when it's not you moving it is, I can't even describe it, to be honest.
I am quite excited now.
I need you to have so many experiences because Lee is so firmly on the fence. We're going to struggle to get that fence post out of his butt.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical as hell.
He lives in a haunted house and he's skeptical.
But I'm open to it.
I think I'd be skeptical if I lived in a haunted house, to be honest. No, to be honest, for me, I've always said to people, unless I saw somebody walk through a wall, I don't think I'd 100% believe in it.
Now I've seen that.
I agree. That's exactly how I am.
I've had that experience.
Seriously, when you leave on that night, you're going to think completely different because I really do.
Yeah. You see, the table tipping, I'm really excited about now because I have never had a successful table tipping session. Ever.
Oh, you'll get one.
Yeah. When it comes to Ouija boards and spirit boards.
We went the first time we went to a haunted, when we went to a paranormal investigation at the museum, we actually went with Matt and Josh. With the Seeking Spirit guys, who were the guys that are actually doing it on the night, and we were stood at the top of the stairs, and there were table tipping, and actually the spirit, and I will be quite honest that I'm very skeptical and don't really believe in the stuff as well, but this table were trying to push Matt down the stairs, which in a way was really, really spooky for Matt, but for the rest of us,
spooky, a bit more scary.
So yeah, you enjoy it. It's all right.
It was a very, very weird thing that even as a skeptic, it was very hard to come out and say I don't believe in any of it still, because there was some stuff that you thought, oh, no, that's very, very good, and either they're very good magicians or the place is very haunted. It's wonderful, and anybody that does come to the night will absolutely love it.
The main thing to try and remember, seriously, is don't do your homework. Don't try and look for what other people have found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just let you look for what you want to look for, or what appears on the night itself. If you go in physically looking for something, knowing that this definitely happens, it just won't happen.
Yeah.
Literally just open your mind and go with what the Seeking Spirit team do, because they're good at it. They are good at what they do.
Now, half our listeners are either like, hell no, I'm not going to that. I don't want to see moving tables. And the rest are like, oh, get in. I'm definitely going. I am excited.
Do one in your life at least.
I am excited. I've never done a proper paranormal investigation. Like I say, we've done like the ghost walk in Edinburgh, which was garbage. I've always, I want to be proved that it's real. And I've heard bits and bobs in our house, but nothing to make me go, oh yeah, right, there is something. But
I'd take you up to Chillingham on my weekends up there, but it's a girls' weekend.
No, I'd rather stay at home. I am excited. Whole day, it's going to be awesome.
It is. And that's until 2 a.m, by the way.
Yes.
I think as a whole, if you look at the whole attraction that starts at 11 o'clock in the morning and finishes at 2 o'clock in the next morning, for the price that we're actually putting on it is that, we're going to hit everybody's like little bit of cup of tea.
Yeah.
If you like your ghost walks, or you like just the museum, or you like the scare attractions, or finish with a paranormal investigation, is the guy. When we all sort of sat down together and put this, like, the whole package together, I can't think of any place in the country that's put something like this on, where it will hit so many different sort of little niche markets. It's going to be a wonderful day, I'm sure.
I can't wait, I'll be honest. I was excited, but after doing this, I'm even more excited, and I hope everybody else is as well. We've got a nice little group already, but we'd love more people to come out.
We'd like a nice big group.
Don't want
it. We're not going to mention names of people that's already coming, but we have now got people flying in from lots of places.
Yes,
we do,
to actually do this. Yeah,
which is actually quite an honour.
I mean, we've got
prepared to travel like that.
People coming with their partners. We've got, like you say, people travelling from different countries. We've got people coming on their own.
Yeah,
fools.
Yes. So again, if you want to go and check out this more, the website's uuophh2015.moonfruit.com, and there are exclusive T-shirts on there as well. I want to say a big thanks to Brett, because that artwork is awesome.
Oh, it is. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think that you just sort of hit on something as well, that if you're on your own and you think, oh, it's not going to be, I'm sort of going to be too shy to come on my own, don't worry, there's going to be lots of people there that are coming on their own, and I'm sure that we'll all sort of like feel everybody so welcome.
Yeah.
is that it's not going to be. It's just going to be one big group.
That's it.
I think even if you've got nobody to come with, and you're still sort of umming and ahhing, just do it. It's just going to be such a fun day.
Yeah.
Tracy and I are friendly.
Yeah. Of course we are.
So is everybody. No, it'll be awesome. Don't be put off that there's that you might come on your own.
Well, no, I was going to say you might be on your own, but within 5 minutes you won't be, and you'll leave with a new group of friends.
Oh God, yeah.
Everybody's coming.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
fantastic.
The Gentle Giant's coming. I'm sure he'll make everybody welcome. I won't mention him by name. Right. So again, it's the September the 26th in Sheffield. Is a full day event. I'll give you the website. I don't think there's much else to say, is there?
Get your tickets booked.
If anybody wants to sort of look at stopping over, we've got quite a few people that's actually booking hotels in the area. So if you do want to sort of find out where everybody's stopping, if you just want to drop us a line, any of us, we can point you in the right directions. There's a
Facebook page, isn't there? So it's facebook.com/UUOPHH 2015 2015. There you go. Go and like the page and any questions you've got to ask there. But I think there's, for snobs like us, there's lots of premiering within walking distance or small driving distance.
Yeah,
I know there's people.
If you want to be really snobby, there's a Hamilton's by the Hilton at the side.
Oh,
with a Marco Pio White restaurants. Yeah.
Oh, that's where I'll be staying.
I won't be.
The Hampton next door to the museum, if you go to it, that was the police station that replaced our building.
All right.
So literally we'll be sleeping in an old police station.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I would just like to say, though, if you are thinking of just hanging on, I know people are waiting to get the tickets, but the venue isn't huge, so I am assuming for health and safety reasons we are limited on the amount of people that can buy tickets.
Yeah, Lee, what are we...
I think... The main sort of part of it that we're going to be limited to is the paranormal investigation.
Yeah.
So in theory, the daytime stuff, there will be a limit, but everybody that wants to come to that will get in. But especially the paranormal investigation, we will be limited to probably 30 or 40 people on that. So anybody that does want to go to the night stuff, especially, really wants to sort of be able to gain the tickets as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But I think we've found that a lot of people that bought tickets already are sort of going to like the day and night. So just get your tickets as quick as you can, and then we know where we're going.
Definitely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. I cannot wait, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of our UK listeners.
It's the month after next.
Change. It is. It's very close. I know.
Coming up quick.
And then we've got Horror Nights not long after that. It's all very busy. Right. I am going to use this podcast as a bit of a forum. Lee, we have something to announce, don't we?
We have. I'll let you do it because you're better than
me. When we went to ScareCon, I kind of mentioned it on our ScareCon Dead Man's Digest episode that we had something we were working on but didn't actually come out and say it. As if I didn't already have enough to do with producing UUOP every week, I am starting another podcast with my good friend here, Mr. Lee Conway.
Yes.
And taking a leaf from Halloween Horror Nights, it will be called the Frequent Fear Podcast.
Yes.
It is going to be a monthly podcast in which we're going to invite a guest on once a month, someone who's, would you say, fairly prominent in the scare industry, be it this country or elsewhere. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we've sort of virtually got a year's worth of guests already that's been clambering to get on the programme, which has been exceptional. Everyone that we've got, I think, has got a really, really good story to tell about their time history inside the scare attraction or the haunted attraction industry. We've got some big names in there as well.
And that's what it's going to be. It's not necessarily going to be, right, we've got Mike Aiello on talking about Halloween Horror Nights. We've got Russ McCamey from McCamey Manor lined up. And it will be not necessarily about McCamey Manor, it'll be Russ's story. So how he got...
I think that's going to be the most interesting thing is because most of us know about McCamey Manor, but we don't know how McCamey Manor came to be or even what Russ did beforehand. So it's them sort of stories, how we started within the industry stories, which I think are just going to be very exciting to sort of sit down for an hour and then just chat to them and just find out their stories.
Yeah, where that love of horror and stuff came from and how it manifested itself into doing scare attractions. So I'm excited. We've got episode 0 under our belt. Our first our interview is scheduled. I just got all the rigmarole of setting hosting and iTunes and all that stuff up that I haven't done for 4.5 years. But we will get there. So yeah, we'd love it. I know a lot of Horror Nights fans. We have got some Horror Nights alumni already lined up for the show. So it's going to be good. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited that I've nagged Lee for months and months and months about trying to get this on, and then when he came back from ScareCon and sort of sent me an email and just said let's do it, it was sort of yes, and we were sort of really, really like pleased with the fact is that virtually everybody that we've asked to come on have all said, yeah, we'll spend a little bit of time just telling you our story. So for both sides of the ponds, it's not just the UK, a lot of the guys that are coming from America, the big hitters in America as well. So both sides of like the pond are going to really enjoy this podcast. Yeah,
I'm excited about it. To delve inside the person rather than the event, I think it's going to be very different from what you're used to hearing.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Cool. Right, that is going to wrap up this little special episode. We look forward to seeing everyone, or as many as we can get in anyway, in the National Emergency Services Museum.
Get your tickets booked. Come on, guys.
That website again is uuophh2015.moonfruit.com. So for Matt and Lee and Tracy, I have been Lee, and this has been the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Well, that wraps up another Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Just search the word UUO Podcast. We'd love to hear from you, so if you've seen something hilarious in the parks, let us know for our Funny Schmidt segment. And if you've had a great experience with a team member, we want to hear about that too. So to get in touch with us, email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com or record us a message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and rate and review the show. That would be amazing. Not an Apple user? No problem. You can find us on Stitcher, at uuopodcast.libsyn.com, as well as many other podcast apps. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, for all your Universal vacation needs. Head over to our partner site, micechat.com, for even more theme park news, and check out micepod.com. So until next time, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
Mice Chat!